Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 31 of our Man.City. Now in today's episode, we're going to be getting on with some more matches. We're going to play 3 games in today's episode, the first of which is against Benfica in the Champions League group stages. Then a game against West Brom, which we will be playing, and a game against Sunderland, which we'll sim. Followed by the final game of today's episode, which will be against Atletico Madrid, again in the Champions League. So ending where we started off, basically. And yeah, hopefully getting through some good games, hopefully. You know, the Champions League games are obviously the most important ones probably in today's episode. We've also got a game against Crawley to play next time round, which will be quite interesting, and no doubt we will play some youngsters against that team. Before we get into today's episode though, if we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, or just haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully my new camera looks okay for face cam. I got a slightly different one this time round, so hopefully it looks alright for you. Also, a quick note that we're going to be doing a vote in today's episode, so in the top right hand corner, if you click that I button, you can go ahead and vote for the other career that you'd like to see. So, there's a few different options. The first of which is by Leverkusen. There's also Wolfsburg, Villarreal, Ajax and Schalke. And then the final option is to just do the Manchester City career mode every single day, which is another option. If you just want to see one career mode, then of course you can vote for that one if you'd like to see it. But I think most people want to see me do a career mode outside the Premier League, so hence why there's no other Premier League teams that have been suggested in that list. So if you want to vote, go ahead and click that I button in the top right hand corner. It's really quick and simple to do, and it helps you get an idea of what team you'd like to see. Anyway, on today's episode, and we've got a game against Benfica. This is I'm going with Ederson starts in goal, Kyle Walker starts at right back, Stones, Minucci and Bertrand in defence, Fernandinho, Sol and Silva in midfield as our sort of midfield 3, Lozano on the right hand side, Sanchez on the left hand side with Sergio Aguero starting up front. So a few changes to the side. It's not necessarily our strongest team, but I've kind of rotated a little bit, a couple of tired players still from the previous game. This event have gone with quite a few youngsters on here to try them out if we need to during this match. Ferreira's on there on Fabian Delph, Diaz, Zinchenko, Roberts, who have not played at all, I don't think, this season, and Sterling and Fernandes also on the bench as well. So we're going to wait and see how we get on. We are also in a fantastic position in the Champions League at the moment. We've won all our games so far, hence why there's a couple of players that have been brought in that maybe you wouldn't have expected. And yeah, we've got to think about the West Brom game as well in 4 days' time. Let's crack on with things and hopefully get ourselves another 3 points. I should also mention, actually, that Man.City appear to be close to signing Danilo. Obviously a player I think if they do sign, we will be signing in this career mode, because of course we do have 2 right-backs at the moment. We've got Semedo and Kyle Walker, but Semedo will be a player that will leave if they do end up signing Danilo in real life. And they still haven't signed Mendy yet. We're still waiting confirmation of that. Chelsea are also apparently now interested as well. So we'll wait and see what gets announced over the next few days. Sol through to Sergio Aguero. Aguero running through, needs to try and pull this one back if he can. Sol's still there, it's going to fall to Fernandinho to hit. Fernandinho strikes, what a save from Donnarumma, our former goalkeeper that we gave to Benfica in order to try and get Ederson. Has made a fantastic early save there. Fernandinho, we've not seen much of so far this season, with a fantastic strike, good save, out for an early corner. Could be played short to Alexis Sanchez, going to deliver this one in. Aguero's in there, couldn't quite connect with it, and it will be cleared. Bernardo Silva through to Sergio Aguero. Great chance for Aguero, saved by Donnarumma. Really good opportunity there. Aguero hits on his left foot, but it does just about get saved by the goalkeeper into the box again. This time could have been one. Really good opportunity. Should have possibly even put us 1-0 up there. A fantastic chance. Just opened up for us really well. Couldn't quite finish it off. Oh, through to Jonas. Great chance for Benfica. He skies it. Really good opportunity. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. If he'd got it on target, I think it probably would have been a goal. Both sides probably should have scored by now, but still remains 0-0 with about 10 minutes left of the first half. It's half time. It's 0-0. A little bit unusual for us to have not scored actually in the first half. Usually that was seen in the Tottenham career mode, but for us not to do it in the first half on the Man City career mode is a little bit unusual. So hopefully things will improve a little bit. We haven't quite got the passing as sharp as usual. We have had a couple of chances that you'll have seen and maybe should have scored from. So I've certainly got no doubt that we will eventually get a goal in this game, but how long we'll have to wait, I'm not really too sure. Aguero, great chance for Sanchez to run through the defence. He's going to be 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, Sanchez, and we score into the top right-hand corner. Brilliant finish from him. Under 30 minutes left of this game, finally getting the opening goal here, and it's Sanchez making a great run from midfield. Him and Sergio Aguero linking up brilliantly, and he slots it home past the goalkeeper. Huge gap opens up in the defence. No idea where the centre-backs have gone, but it's a really good finish. It's 1-0, and I told you we'd get a goal. I felt confident in this team. We've got a great attack, so there's no reason why we shouldn't, and finally getting the opening goal. 63 minutes in. Okay, first 2 changes. Now, about 25 minutes left of this game. We're only winning the game 1-0. I'm still going to make some changes because I think we are in a great position at the moment. Even if we were to go on to draw this game, we're still in a fantastic position in the group. So Delph and Roberts to come on. We'll take off Sol and Sergio Aguero. Sanchez will go play as a striker, and we'll look to make the third and final change at some point during this last 25 minutes. I would have thought. Going to give Roberts a chance. We've not given him a chance yet, so before I get rid of him, I think it's worth trying him out and see how he gets on the left-hand side. Sanchez onto Lozano. Lozano coming inside, great opportunity. Oh, Delph through to Silva. Oh, what a bit of play that was. Sadly, didn't find the back of the net. Still remains 1-0. A fantastic intricate play here around and inside the box. Silva switching out to Lozano. He's free, Lozano. If he can get away, that's an interesting challenge. It looks like he's going to be injured now, Lozano. Very, very harsh challenge on him. I couldn't quite tell whether he got the ball or not. It was a difficult one, but he's injured now, and he'll have to go off. We'll wait and see how long he's out for. But a chance maybe for Patrick Roberts to fill in his position, although we do have Moreno also in the side as well. But yeah, Lozano is going to have to come off here, and we'll bring on, I think Fernandez makes the most sense on that right-hand side, and that'll be the third and final change. Roberts. Oh, look for a ball through. It's a great pass to Fernandinho. Fernandinho smashes it home. He's injured, but he still gets himself a goal with 6 minutes left. Benfica's defence just parted for us perfectly there. Fernandinho was luckily out of position and too far forward, arguably, but he gets himself in a great position in the end, and filling in for the striker, I think. Patrick Roberts getting the assist, I'm pretty sure. Fantastic pass through, really good first touch, and fantastic finish on his weaker left foot. It's 2-0, and that'll see the game off for us with 3 points in the bag. Another 3 points as well, which is great, and we've not really scored as many goals as usual, but it's been a really good performance. I've got no issues with us just getting 2 goals. We can't win every game 5-0, and at the end of the day, we've got a clean sheet at the moment, as well as 2 goals. So a pretty good result for us all round. Bernardo Silva trying to switch it to Patrick Roberts. Oh, he's actually won that one. Sanchez is there alongside him. Could do with some more support, but he's going to have to wait for someone. Sanchez through to Delph, and Delph couldn't quite get there, just a little bit overhit. I'll tell you what, Patrick Roberts has looked pretty good. I think I might give him another chance next episode against Crawley in the quarterfinals of, I think, the EFL Cup. So he has looked fairly decent. He's only had a short space of time to try and perform, but he's got himself an assist and looked at a threat on the attack. So he's worth another go, I think, Patrick Roberts, and we've got ourselves a 2-0 win here. Plenty of chances, only one team in it, as you can see from the stats. And yeah, another 3 points for us. That's 12 from a possible 12 now in the Champions League group stages. Player injured, Lozano is out for 2 months with a broken elbow. That's not good news for us at all. But like I said during the game, we do have now other options to come in. We can see Patrick Roberts can do a good job, as well as Moreno as well, who I'm sure will be fine as backup choices, because Lozano isn't a starter anyway, so it's not a huge loss. Although, of course, it would have been nice to have had him in the squad. Some scout reports back on players that you guys have asked me to take a look at. Halevic, I think is how you pronounce his name, is one player that we might be looking at in the future as a centre attacking mid to come in and give us a bit more youth in the side. Stats-wise, looks really good, 79 overall, 21 years old. Danilo, of course, a player that Man.City are looking close to signing in real life. He's only 79 overall, which I thought was a bit higher than that, to be totally honest, but still, he'll be a good right back for us to come in and play second, obviously, to Kyle Walker, who'll be our starter, but certainly a right back that I'll look at to try and keep the realism of this career mode. Okay, so on to the next game of today's episode against West Brom in the league. It's an away match, and this is the side I'm going to go with. Ederson starting goal, Kyle Walker right back, Company, Benucci, and Mendy in our defence. In front of that, we've got Lewis, the youngster, starting. He's asked to play this game, and he will play the game as well. 62 overall. Looks like pretty good stats already for his age, so we're going to give him a go alongside Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne in midfield. Leroy Sané on the left-hand side, Sterling on the right-hand side, Gabriel Jesus starting up front. So this is the match I've gone with. Again, a few players that you'll have seen on the previous bench in the last game. Sergio Aguero gets on there, as well as Patrick Roberts, who seems to do pretty well, so might get another opportunity if he's needed on the pitch. Let's wait and find out how he gets on against West Brom. Also, before we get into this game against West Brom, a few people saying that it doesn't look like I'm playing a legendary. You can see in the top next to where it says the 5 minutes a half, I am actually playing legendary. I don't know how else to prove it to you, really. But for some reason, I mean, I agree with you guys, it doesn't look like I'm playing legendary. For some reason, it doesn't seem like I am. But I am actually playing legendary with the CPU sliders in their favour, so it's actually harder than legendary, supposedly. And these are the different sliders that I use to try and make it a little bit more difficult. So I am playing on it, but I actually agree with you guys, it doesn't really feel like I am in this career for some reason. Okay, here we go at the Hawthorns for this match in the Premier League. Hopefully we can extend our lead in front of, I think, Chelsea, who are just 1 point behind us, so it also relies on them dropping some points as well as us winning, hopefully. Let's wait and find out how we get on. I'm expecting a tough game. It's West Brom, quite a physical side usually, and yeah, we're just hoping that we can pass our way through this team. A few touches for Mason Lewis. He's going to set off Kyle Walker on this side. Kyle Walker going for the cross, but just gets intercepted by Neon, who will actually win that. Mason Lewis into Mendy. He's a hit one. He's in a bizarre position on the pitch, Mendy. Very tucked in, but doesn't quite get anywhere with the shot. And look at that, that's as a result of Mendy being so high up, completely free on our left-hand side. He's cut inside, Company's trying to get a block in, but it's a hell of a strike, just wide, and a scare for us early on. Chadley across the middle, Mendy just about clears, redeems himself for his early up positioning that nearly cost us a goal. Gabriel Jesus fires it out to Raheem Sterling. Gonna have to try and beat Neon this time, cutting inside, look for a cutback. Gabriel Jesus onto De Bruyne to try and shoot, gets blocked. De Bruyne again scores this time, and he had a second attempt at it from the rebound of his initial shot, and he makes it 1-0, 25 minutes into this game. Kevin De Bruyne puts us into the lead. Nice to get a goal in the first half this time round. Good bit of play as well. All started from the switch out to Raheem Sterling. He comes inside and finds a good pass to Gabriel Jesus. Plays on to De Bruyne. Gets a little bit lucky, to be honest, that it falls to him nicely for the second attempt. And he puts it back past Ben Foster. It's 1-0. Gabriel Jesus onto Raheem Sterling. Is free here. Raheem Sterling is running past the defenders. Sterling to finish it off. Oh, he just about gets it, I think, underneath Ben Foster. They're not the greatest finish. It was on his left foot, though, and it's 2-0. 37 minutes into this game, and managed to double our lead with a fantastic run in behind the fullback. Really good run, but a fantastic pass to pick him out as well. And it's his left foot that just gets underneath the arm of Ben Foster and into the back of the net. We've doubled our lead, and it's nice to get ourselves a second goal just before half-time. Sterling wins a header. Won't say that too many times on this career mode. Ball trying to be played through to him, and it has been brought down by Neon. A fantastic switch from Mendy, though, to start off that attack and get us this free kick. Neon will be booked. 5 minutes left of the first half, and we're going to see whether we can maybe cross this one in. Doesn't look like the cross is really on, to be honest, does it? We might have to go for a shot, which never ends very well for us. Kevin De Bruyne over the top of this one. Oof! Finds the back of the net. Oh my days, he does. I didn't even realise. I thought it'd go wide. Heavily delayed reaction, but Kevin De Bruyne scores his second goal of the game. It's 3-0. I very rarely score from free kicks, as you guys know if you watch the career modes. And this time it's gone round the wall and off the post and in, I think. Fantastic bit of curl on it. Got a little bit of luck again, but it has gone in. It's a really good little free kick, actually, if you watch it on the replay. Really delayed reaction, because I thought it'd gone wide, but Ben Foster puts it in his own goal, I think. Does get a glove to it, but like I say, puts it into the side netting by the looks of it. And we're winning the game 3-0, just a couple of minutes now before half-time. Mason Lewis on to Leroy Sané. Great chance now for Sané to run inside. Still going, Leroy Sané. Oh, the finish wasn't quite right. Puts it wide. Had the option to play it to De Bruyne at an earlier point during the attack. But went alone. Thought I was going to get the finish there. Just puts it too wide. Opens up his body a little bit too much. Very unfortunate. Could have made it 4-0 before half-time there. Well, it's half-time. It's real domination here for us at the moment. 3-0. Really, really good first half. And Kevin De Bruyne has not had a single Premier League goal this season until today, where he's got 2 goals in 1 match so far. We're only 45 minutes in. He's on for a hat-trick as well, if he can try and find on this second half. I might make one change at half-time. Gundogan, I think, is going to come off. Just needs a little bit of a rest. And I'm going to look to bring on, I think, Diaz. I think we might bring him on. We might actually swap De Bruyne and Diaz around. I was going to put Lewis as centre-attacking mid to give him a bit more freedom, but I think we'll leave Lewis there for now. He's doing okay linking up the play, but we're going to bring on Diaz for a little bit of a run-out. Okay, so the final 2 changes we made now, just under 30 minutes left. Zinchenko and Roberts to come on. That means we'll take off Gabriel Jesus and Lewis, who has had a really good game for us, but we will rest him for now. And Roberts will go play as our left winger, and we'll bring on Leroy Sané to play as a striker. It's not ideal. Zinchenko will go at centre-attacking mid, though, and Diaz will drop back a little bit. But Leroy Sané will play as a striker, so it's obviously not his usual position, but I'm sure he can play there okay. It's just to get Roberts into the team for a little bit, and give him the chance to show us what he can do. Well played, Sterling. Brings it down brilliantly. What a pass to him as well. Sterling now going to look for Leroy Sané with little chips. Sané's there. Don't know if he connects. I think the defender got to it before him, and it's out for a corner. De Bruyne is going to look to try and play it into the middle if we can. It's going to be to Leroy Sané if we can pick him out here. Doesn't quite win it. It's back out to De Bruyne for another attempt. Goes back into the middle. Chance saved by the goalkeeper. I think it's Cal Walker who heads it this time round. I think we're just going to play it short, and rather than cross it, we'll pass it into the middle. Patrick Roberts maybe a chance to shoot on his left foot. Oh, I thought we'd gone in. Just past the post. Great chance for Roberts. Sterling again wins a header. Zinchenko through to Leroy Sané. Needs some more support, Sané, if he can get it. Coming inside, onto his left foot. Still going. Unbelievable how he managed to run its way through there. No interception until later on. Nearly got another shot on goal. Zinchenko through to Patrick Roberts. Leroy Sané gets in his way, but Patrick Roberts still gets a shot away. I think he probably should have gone his right foot rather than his left, but really good chance. Brilliant from Zinchenko to create the chance, and a good little bit of dribbling from Roberts. Sadly, though, the shot was saved. It's out for another corner. We'll play it short, and again, I think we'll pass it into the middle because we haven't been so good with crosses here. Roberts might go for a little dink if he can find a way through, but again, doesn't quite manage to. That's it. It's a 3-0 win. 3 points in the bag for us as well. Really good results, and again, a good scoreline. And another clean sheet as well. So doing really well at the moment in today's episode. Consistently winning games and winning them pretty convincingly as well in terms of performance as well as the scoreline. West Brom, again, not many chances at all. 0 shots on target. Defensively, very, very solid from us yet again. That win puts us 3 points in front of Chelsea. It seems like Chelsea might well have, I think, drawn their last game. They just went and played. But certainly we've managed to now extend our lead by 3 points, which is good. It obviously helps us out going into the future. We're only like 11 games into the season. We're already on 25 points, so we've not dropped that many points at all. Still not lost a game this season, but with 7 wins and 4 draws. Currently on the best goal difference as well. And yeah, so far so good from us. Let's move on to some player drills now. Hopefully try and get some of these youngsters going up this week. There's not too many of them that are close to going up, so it'll be a long shot. But Ferreira, the left winger, looks close, and he does go up to 72 overall. And many of the other players there seeing their stats go up anyway. I think we have an international break at the moment, so there is more chance to try and get these players go up in overall. Just one player I'm going to change though this week is Ferreira, the left back. Because he's getting some game time, we're actually going to take him out. It doesn't also look like he's going to go up this week either. And we're going to be focusing on a goalkeeper called Carter in the Youth Academy. I think he's currently 15 years old still, but he looks really, really good. So we're going to try and focus on trying to get him up and try and improve his throwing and goal kicks in particular this week. Obviously, that'll take another few weeks to try and see a knock-on effect of him going up in overall. But let's wait and find out how he gets on. Again, more stats going up, but no changes in overall this week. On to the next game of today's episode, and we're going to be playing Sunderland. It's a home game. It's one that we're going to sim and see how he gets on. This is the side that I'm going to go with for the game. It's changed, but still, I think good enough to beat Sunderland. Ederson, Semedo, Stones, Mangala, Bertrand, Fernandinho, Delphi, Torre, Roberts, Gabriel Zeus, and Leroy Sané all start. Just because we've got a game against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League group stages yet again, although we're pretty much through, to be honest. It is still in 3 or 4 days' time. Let's wait and see how we get on in this game against Sunderland. We will sim it at some point, or skip it anyway at some point during this, once we get a goal, if we do. Currently 40 minutes in, still remains 0-0. Not too much has happened in this game. Into the second half, Kevin De Bruyne puts us 1-0 up, having come on just a couple of minutes into the second half. 1-0 at the moment, 20 minutes left of this game. We'll skip it now, and the game finishes 1-0. Not the most exciting game that I've ever simmed, but it's a win nevertheless, and that gives us 3 points. More play drills this week. Let's wait and see how he gets on. By the looks of it, could have some really good growth this week. If that prediction is anything to go by, we have got some really good growth as well. Hill goes up to 63 overall, although some players like Carter not quite going up as much as I'd hoped in his goalkeeping drills, although hopefully in the next few weeks he will finally go up. I'd actually not realised that we're actually already through in the Champions League group stages as first place, so we don't even really need to play a particularly strong team in these matches. Okay, so because we don't need to play a particularly strong team, because we're already through and already in first place, we're not going to play a particularly strong team. Joe Hart's going to start in goal, Hill up right back, Humphreys, Grant and Tossin at centre-back with Ferreira as our left-back. In front of that we've got Fabian Delph and Lewis, and we've got Diaz also playing in midfield as well, just in front of them. Raheem Sterling on the right-hand side is probably the one that looks a little bit out of place. We're going to go with Sterling there to give us a bit more pace going forward and a bit of an attacking threat. Ferreira on the left-hand side with Harris starting up front, despite him being a centre-forward. He can pretty much play there, let's be honest. And yeah, let's wait and see how he gets on with that. It's heavily changed, it's a huge risk, and I'm not expecting a good result necessarily, but we'll wait and see what these youngsters are capable of, and it's a good sort of situation to, I think, throw them into a Champions League game. I just wait and see how they perform, hopefully get themselves a good result, and maybe even a point if we can get one. Of course, we're always aiming for 3 points, but this is the match I've gone with. Again, plenty of different options if we want to change it during the game. Sanchez is probably our get-out-of-jail-free card if we need to play it during this match. Let's wait and find out how he gets on. Very experimental team is this one, and probably a huge risk, no doubt about it, putting so many youngsters into the same side. But we'll wait and see how he gets on. We're actually going to put De Bruyne on the bench as well, because he's complaining about not starting. Okay, so on to the final game of today's episode against Atletico Madrid. It's an away match in this game, and of course, we're not really expecting a particularly good result because of all the changes we've made. I'm just kind of seeing what sort of performances these players can put out, the youngsters that don't get too much game time, and we'll see that hopefully over the next few episodes, them probably getting more game time than usual, because again we have Crawley as well, we've got to play next episode. But it's worth playing them, even if it's a Champions League game. I think it's worth finding some sort of game time for these youngsters, which of course is something that I did say when I came back from holiday that we were going to try and do with these career modes. Sterling going to pull this one back to Lewis. Lewis with a great chance, needs another pass. Ferreira's going to cut it back. Delph makes it 1-0. What a start to this game. And Atletico Madrid, again, like we played them, was it last episode or something as well. didn't look very good last episode, and they've not started particularly well. Very sloppy on the ball so far. Only a few minutes in, and Delph has put us in front with a fantastic little finish on his left foot there. Brilliant cutback as well. Winning the game 1-0, 8 minutes in. I mean, this is pretty ridiculous given the team that we have, but we're winning the match. I think we deserve to, given the way that we played there in the opening 10 minutes. Oh, poor pass. Great chance for Atletico Madrid to get back in this. Good save by Joe Hart. It's out for a corner. 13 minutes in. They've responded fairly well, actually, since we got the goal. Koke now to put the corner in. Delph's going to try and clear it, and he does do. Oh, another chance, maybe. Can we clear it? No, it's 1-1. They've equalised just a few moments after we scored. Godin there has managed to score the goal for them to get the equaliser. And 15 minutes in, we just couldn't clear the ball from their corner, couldn't get it out of our box properly. Loads of blocks initially, but eventually could not get a block in for that. And they've equalised already 2 goals just 15 minutes in. Chance, it's 2-1. Let's go to putting themselves in the lead. I can't say I didn't expect it. You know, they've got the better team out. That's what we expected. It's not an opportunity for us to go out here and try and thrash them 5-0 again. We've already done that. So I think, you know, it's kind of to be expected, to be honest, that we're going to end up finding this game pretty tough. But it was a chance for the youngsters to get a game. And like I say, I'm not really expecting us to win the match. We started off really well, and of course, have now losing the game 38 minutes in. But still, we're playing all right. We're not doing that badly, to be honest. We've just got the better finishers. And like I say, we weren't expecting to win this game, really. Sterling through to Harris. Good link-up play. Harris back to Raheem Sterling. Oh, great chance, but great interception at the final moment. Good opportunity for us, straight from kickoff as well, looking a bit of a threat still going forward. It's half-time, it's 2-1 still, Atletico Madrid in the lead at the moment. I think the youngsters are doing pretty well considering there's so many of them in the team, so quite happy with how we're getting on, considering the fact that our side is much worse than Atletico Madrid's, but still doing very good stuff, so hopefully we can continue to do that in the second half. The aim is to really, obviously, as usual, try and win, but realistically, try and get a draw, and that would be a really good result given the team that we put out. Okay, so we're going to make all 3 changes now. Kevin De Bruyne, Moreno, and Sanchez all to come on. That means we're going to be taking off Harris, Ferreira, and also Diaz as well. So taking off some of the youngsters there, just replace them with more experienced, better players. I think we'll actually put Moreno on the left-hand side, Sanchez up front. That would make more sense. Just about 30 minutes left of this game. Still trying to push, obviously, to go on to win this match. But first of all, I've got to try and find an equaliser. It's a shame to have brought off some of the youngsters, but I think they've had 60 minutes or so, and there's still some of them on the pitch, so I'm happy with what they've given us so far in today's game, and it does help me find out which players are actually good enough to play, and which players that, you know, might need to be sent out on loan and might need to be trained a little bit more. So it's been helpful so far. Kevin De Bruyne now going to look to Sanchez. The front 3 really trying to create something for us here. Sanchez just gets tackled really well by Miranda, deservedly winning back the ball with a fantastic challenge there. Chance again for Atletico Madrid, an opportunity maybe to get the 3rd. They should get the 3rd as well. Not a great finish there from Guerrero, puts it wide. And it looks like the game's pretty much over here, and it looks like we will be getting ourselves a 2-1 loss from this match, which is obviously a bit of a shame, but it was kind of inevitable given the team that they put out that it was going to be very tough for us. But I actually think we've held our own. I think we've done very, very well considering the side. Of course, yes, we had to bring on the more experienced and better players in the second half, but actually we've done pretty well here against Atletico Madrid. And today's game wasn't really about this one match. It was about the future. It was about looking to the next couple of seasons with these youngsters that we have in the team and trying them out and seeing what they're like. So really good game for us. I mean, it was only a 2-1 loss considering the side Atletico Madrid had out and ours. It's actually not a bad result, although we were obviously after at least a draw from that game. But I'm not that disappointed at all. Pretty happy, actually, with the performances from a lot of those players. Mason Lewis looks a really, really good player for us, and no doubt we'll have an opportunity to get into the first team, whether it be next season or whenever, to be honest, because he will, I think, eventually start to go up in overall very quickly. And that game concludes today's episode. That is everything for us. Thank you all so much for watching. Really going to try and hit 100 likes on today's episode if we can. That'd be absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate all the support that you guys show these episodes. So if we could try and hit 100 likes, that'd be absolutely great. And also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Trying to push to the next target of likes and to the next 1,000 as we try and get closer and closer to the next sort of few targets that I've got in my mind. So I would really appreciate it. If you all also haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. I think only 28% of people that watch have actually subscribed, which is pretty low, and of course leaves a lot of other people who watch that don't subscribe or haven't subscribed yet, so I would really appreciate it if you could do that. Don't forget to vote in the top right hand corner as well. It'll be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for supporting me and the channel, and I'll see you guys next time for another episode. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.